because you're looking at his butt.
Then he's certainly not going to enjoy that treat that I just fed to him.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Back on the Big Dumb Fun Show. Give us a call, 888-832-7561's the number. Be live on the air Mondays, 7 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. The rest of the week, leave us a random-ass voicemail message because we might play it on the air.
Looks like our buddy Sports with a guy named Chris going to be calling in a few moments or so. We'll have to get him pinned down to figure out exactly what the hell is going on with him. We may talk with him. We may just totally scrap it and say, you know what, better luck next time.
Why don't we just talk about the hat that you're wearing of the stolen kid again? Why did you change your hat?
Rather not, really, because I also have this other hat,
well,
and I'm kind of debating what kind of a hat
I wonder what
am.
kid
it's a fedora.
Lost that hat.
Nobody lost this hat. I'm pretty sure it was mine.
You pretty sure? What
You
do
sure
you
didn't
mean?
pick
Did
it
you
up
go
at
to
a Scooters? Are you
Starbucks?
the Scooters bandit?
No, I'm not the Scooters bandit. However, I have been periodically checking the Scooters Facebook to see if anybody's like, hey, if you guys see a hat, I left my hat there. And if that actually were to occur, I think I would have to give the hat back.
I don't know.
Ooh, who'd want it then? It's been sitting on your head for like weeks.
Hey, I wanted it.
All I can say is that hat is just too
You're the
darn
guy
small.
sleeping in the back of a truck.
That
Yeah,
hat
that's
is too
different.
small for your head.
It's your truck.
just the right size.
No, it makes your
After a
forehead look
haircut,
huge.
it's going to fit.
I know where that truck's been. Virtually nowhere.
What are you guys yapping about? I thought you didn't have a truck.
No,
Let's
I
talk-
don't. He does.
Let's talk
But he
about
said I'd sleep in the back of it, which I might.
right here. I got the big list for tonight.
It's either that or
Oh, Lord.
pay
That's
the
under
rent on the
all my
studio.
pile.
Pull out your big list because I think we got about 3 generations in studio. I don't think you and I are too far off, but I think we're far off enough to where I have just so much more
How old are you?
experience and bravado than you.
38?
I just turned my dirty 30 this May.
Oh, we're only 2 years off.
Yeah. Gnurk, you're in the...
I'm just 38,
yeah.
Wow.
if
We are.
anybody asks.
So there is a list that comes out every year or so, and this one is particularly from Beloit University.
What's Beloit?
And they want to educate their professors. Now, what they want to do is tell the professors, hey, you can't just have the same audience year after year after year because kids, times are changing, right? So they came out with this list basically saying, read over this list to know who your audience is. And this is the class of 2015.
No, it's not.
People graduating
Oh,
in
in the
2015
college.
on the college level, right?
Are you reading
this
list?
Well, I went through and I circled some of the ones that I thought were particularly interesting. If you also saw some, please chime in. And Gnurk, if you can find your reading glasses, and you can also.
I don't have my bifocals with me here.
I think the one that stands out to me, it's probably, you mentioned it earlier, but refer to LBJ, and they might assume you're talking about LeBron James.
Yeah, they have no idea that Lyndon B. Johnson. That just.
But I'm a
maybe
part
they
of
learned
that.
about him, but they didn't know that his nickname was LBJ.
But I don't remember that guy from my high school days. So when I see LBJ, I think of LeBron James, too.
I think that one of the. Ross, yeah.
Are you sure they're not thinking it's a Spanish Hummer?
No, it is not a Spanish Hummer. It's weird. No, but they're. I think a lot of disservice is done.
That's
to high
actually
school
LBJ. LBJ.
LBJ.
Amazon, the one Amazon has just been a river in South America. I don't think of South America. I think of Amazon.com.
Amazon.com, yeah. And most of the class of 2015, it says the same thing.
And I
These
just
are
bought
kids
a
that are in
vanity
college.
from Amazon.com.
College kids.
And they don't know about the Amazon River.
we
Like,
didn't
they're
say they were-
confused.
They didn't say they were smart college kids. They're just college kids.
But let me tell you,
Is this a 2-year college?
No, let me tell you though,
Beloit.
the kids that are graduating now, and then from my 10 years ago, I graduated from high school. Totally different learning. I mean, I didn't have a laptop in school. I just was getting a pager when I started high school, I think I just got a cell phone that was a Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell, which they probably don't even know what Saved by the Bell is.
I was right on the cusp where they just financed every school to have a computer. Like there was a computer in every classroom or multiple computers.
He knows what Saved by the Bell
and
is.
so there was every classroom had a computer, and every classroom had a computer that was not being utilized because the teachers were like, "Oh, we're gonna keep on doing what we're doing," and there was just a computer sitting there. By the time they actually brought in a staff that knew how to use these computers, they were completely out of date.
Like I still had a chalkboard, which I don't think they have chalkboards now.
That's actually one of the items on the list. I thought that was interesting. There's always been the internet. In my day and age,
I didn't have the internet.
I did not have the internet till I was in about my last sixth or seventh grade or so is when the internet really kicked in. It was dial-up, and I remember signing up my teachers because they didn't know how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
And
were you a prodigy?
So there was.
Or were you on AOL?
Well, I was actually on the bulletin boards back in the day, the BBS servers.
Before
the internet was cool, man. So I was on that a little bit before the Wildcat. There was one here locally called like Kitty Hawk, old BBS servers. You could download games and whatnot.
Well, you surfed for porn. Come on.
I was in middle school. I didn't even
know
know
how long
what porn
it took
was.
when you'd be like surfing for porn on a BBS. See, he knows.
Well,
he did it.
I didn't.
It took like 2 hours. Your 56K dial-up.
And then when they came out with interlacing JPEGs, you're just like, oh my god, this is taking forever. It's just nothing but a blur. I think I got the gist. Let's on to the next one.
I didn't get through this whole list, but
it's a big list.
I was.
It's a lot for professors to know.
I was spanked when I was little. That doesn't happen in these generations. I mean, I
Believe it
was
or not.
disciplined when the mom gave me the eyes. I knew to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Or when my mom
She
said, "We're
gave
going
you
to the bathroom."
A visual spanking.
Yeah.
Here's a
or
good one.
I was
Arnold
spanked.
Palmer has always been a drink.
They don't know who Arnold Palmer is. And to be honest, I had no idea until I was with a guy. I was at a conference, and they ordered an Arnold Palmer, which is tough to say. And I was like, oh, I thought that was is it a golfer? Like I have no idea that it was an actual drink, and now that's all I order. They are delicious. There's always been the internet. That is faux show. They swipe cards. They swipe everything. Everything's on a credit card. They're not a lot of cash people. Everything is swipes on a card. They just have the whiteboards. They do not have blackboards. Most of the kids in the class of 2015, they do not have blackboards. They've had those smart boards or just whiteboards, I guess, if you want to go really old school.
Here's one. They've often broken up with their significant other via texting, Facebook, or MySpace.
Not a lot of communication.
All I have to say is I remember the paper that said, "Will you go out with me?" Circle yes, no, or maybe.
Yeah.
That was my day, too.
Oh, my gosh. Generic was telling me about it, how he asked out his first girlfriend, and it was very similar, except it was parchment. It was parchment paper. It was Morse code.
Morse code.
Ah, yes. Oh, Annabelle, she lived 2 towns over, and I had to Morse code.
I sent the carrier pigeon. It never came back.
Smoke signals.
Dot for yes, dash for no.